Valeria Moy, thank you for speaking to Mexico News Daily.
My pleasure.
So earlier you were speaking a little bit about the not overly optimistic economic forecast for Mexico this year. Can you see any scenario which the growth will actually be a bit stronger than predicted? And could we be surprised?
Yes, I think there are some scenarios there. One major scenario that I think for potential better scenarios is, for example, if the new rules that we have in the energy sector, in particular the electricity sector, are more open to private investments. And it's not that I love or I don't like private investment. That's not the question. The thing is that the government, the public finances are so stressed out for now that they need this help uh, directed towards investment. So if the rules aim to promote better investment from the private sector and provide at the same time better energy for the whole country, I think those numbers might be a little high.
Okay, great. So the government just last month has come out with a new ambitious plan, an economic plan, Plan Mexico, that has some ambitious goals, including making Mexico the 10th largest economy in the world, or I think 1.5 million jobs. And also a big thing, a big part of the plan is reducing reliance on export from China and other Asian countries. What did you make of the plan? What are some of the positive aspects? Is it lacking anything, in your opinion?
Well, that's a very big question. First of all, I do like the idea of having a plan because when we talk about industrial policy, I mean, the Plan Mexico, it's industrial policy 101. When we talk about industrial policy, sometimes it's not very well seen. But I do like having the idea of somewhere to go to, like this is the road trip and we're going to aim for this and that. We can debate if being one of the 10 largest economies in the world is the good objective per se, and maybe I don't think that. But I do think it's good news to have some idea of where you want things to go. Things might change, of course, but at least in the Plan Mexico, there are some ideas regarding social development, social infrastructure, changing the norms for electricity, changing water supply. So there are things that I do like about Plan Mexico, and I think that if it's well implemented, it might, in the medium and long run, change some things. What it is lacking is funds. Because when you say or when you do these kind of industrial policies, you need to attach money to it. Otherwise, it's just ideas. And which, of course, ideas are great, but by themselves, I mean, you need something to foster them. And that's where the plan is not very solid. I understand that public finances are really complicated right now, so there are no public resources to assign to the Plan Mexico. Of course, it was assigned some part of it, but nothing too large. And that's a reason for being, I mean, to be optimistic, because that might open private participation.
Right. So one of the big goals is to attract more private investment, and there is already, I think, over $100 billion in the investment pipeline. I'm talking about investment announcements that haven't yet eventuated. So some people are optimistic that the nearshoring boom will happen in the next few years. So that money,
Much more than nearshoring, the Plan Mexico, or it can be. Maybe the correct thing is it can be much more than just nearshoring, because nearshoring might be a trend. I don't know. It might be just a trend, or it might be real. But the Plan Mexico apparently tries not only to take advantage of the nearshoring movement, but to use the capabilities that the Mexican economy has, or develop the capabilities that we need to foster internal markets and some supply chains, internal supply chains. So it's much more than just to satisfy the nearshoring momentum. I think there is more to it. I'd hope there is more to it.
and what about the shared prosperity part? You know, the government saying they're always speaking about that they don't want investment just to benefit the few, but rather to benefit all Mexicans, right?
That's the idea. I mean, I love the concept of shared prosperity, but to be honest, I'm not much into slogans. So what I would like to see is prosperity. It's like first, if we want to share prosperity, we need prosperity. So I think we need some things that we can share, especially in some parts of the country. So yes, it's very important to have serious and real development projects in the south, taking into consideration the form of the south. I mean, it's we can't industrialize the south part, the southern part of the country, as we did in the border, in the northern border. It's just not feasible. So we should think of different ways to foster development, not only growth, development in that part of the country. It's not easy. It's not easy because the delay that it has had, or the numbers, the indicators that they have, they're very much behind of what they should have, just like in regular years. So I think it's much more than just a slogan. It should be more, and we shouldn't stay in the slogan. We should move towards building real prosperity.